All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to thread in the cordage or the lace into our new platform. This one obviously is a little bit too big. It's not the right size. In fact, it's just about the right size for me. So I mean, and you can kind of show how to wrap these or put these on real quick before we transfer. Let's give a little bit of room here because they're slightly bigger. They were fit for her feet, not mine. But the laces were. But yeah, these fit my feet. And on the backs of these, what you want, they're not exactly 100% my size because they would want to kind of come up on my heel a little bit to protect my heel. But anyways, I mean, just for a regular sandal, I mean, these are the right size. So I might have to redo, make another one, but obviously bigger to fit me so that I don't waste the material on this one. At any rate, to lace these up, what you're going to do is you're going to come through, and they're threaded through here, and they're threaded through here, and then they go through the back. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to crisscross one and thread through this one, that loop there, like that, and crisscross the other and thread through like that. And yeah, so, and then at this point, if there was more length, then I could go back around and tie in the front. But there's not enough length because they weren't made for me. So I obviously need longer cordage. But just to give you an idea of how this design would lace up, that's how you would do that. Okay. So one more time. Okay. So you put a loop here about where your toe is. I use a little Sharpie to mark where my toe would go, or where her toe would go. Then work your lace in on one side here, then lace through slightly down on another loop there, and then run through the back loop, and then crisscross, thread it through the middle like so. Take the other one, thread it through the other side like so, and then kind of work these up. And then you would, yeah, if I had enough length, I would just tie them off here. So that's how these lace. All right, so I'm going to transfer the loop, the lacing, to our new platform, and I'm going to use a chopstick here to create the space to work our lacing through. So I just need to just undo this original one, and my next project will be to get some more rope and make the mate to this one, since this size fits me. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, let's take out the middle there. Real easy, real just elegant, real simple, but very functional. Japanese aesthetics. I believe the term is shibui. It's very, very appealing to me, especially as it relates to Aboriginal skills and primitive study. Because my philosophy is really just simplicity, but multifunction and but function. As simple as you can get it, and less that you have to carry. Kind of Cody's Lundine's mantra: the less you know, the more you need. I really believe in that. So constant research, study is important, and practice. So anyways, I'm gonna set this aside for later. Make a mate to this. So we don't need that anymore right now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to match up approximately where things would go here. So my partner's not here right now, so I'm going to have to judge, and we can adjust later on, but I told her I would work on this for her. And so it looks like right about here if I'm eyeballing this correctly. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I can keep that in mind. Otherwise I'd use a Sharpie and just mark it. Piece of charcoal if you don't want to make it permanent. And by the way, fibers can be dyed. So if I wanted to paint this or make this really kind of pretty, I could totally paint this and then probably spray it with some shellac or do some others. All this, the sky's the limit as to how you can decorate these things. So that's the again the simple. It's real simple, but yet there's a lot that can be done. At any rate, I just lost my place. Eyeball this, so I think that's about right. And again, as you saw how easy it was to take it out, that's how easy it is. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to use a chopstick and just kind of wedge it underneath like so. And I'm going to work it up a little bit to give me some room. And that's why on my claws I added, again, some duct tape, some glue, some Elmer's glue or super glue would work as well, just to give you something to stick through like a shoelace. And I can bend this down to make that hole really stick out. And sometimes just try the other end. It doesn't really matter, as long as we can get this through here. There we go. And now it's through. So again, I want to even this up so that they the same length, and then that will be, this will just be where the toe sits. Okay, and then next, again, I want to eyeball basically the next two places where this should go, and right about here, it looks like this one here. And so let's see if I can grab that one. Yeah, I can grab that one. What I want to do is just find it here, raise it up a little bit with my tool, and there it is. And then I just want to run my lace through here. And again, I'm just using some cloth that I had gotten. My partner's from the Kansai area versus the Kanto area. Kanto is more the northern part of Japan, and that's where Tokyo and Yokohama is at and all that. And Kansai area is, and that's where I lived, is where Osaka and Kobe and Kyoto and Nara are at. And the ladies there kind of like the leopard print, so that's why I got this fabric for another project I made for her. And this is just the remnants of that project. Basically, this is some mucklucks that I made. All right, so now I'm gonna put this in here, and then I'm gonna grab eyeball where I need to put the next one. That's about right here. And then once I've done this on one side, then it's easy just to do the other, and then we're good to go. And just kind of work it up and around. If this was a thicker tool, it'd be kind of easier, I think. But we make it work. Make it work. And the thing is when you're making stuff, especially stuff to wear, if it's a little tight or snug, that's what you want, because through wear and tear, it's only going to get looser. So if it's too loose when you're making it, then what's going to happen is as you use it or wear it, it's just going to become more loose. So even in shelter building and whatnot, you kind of want to make things as tight as you possibly can, because over time they're going to get loose. They're going to work themselves loose, and it's just going to be, you're going to have a fit, because it's all that. It seems like all that time was, energy was for nothing. So I'm forcing this through. All right, excellent. That comes through, and then this will go through the back loops that we created. And voila, like so. So we got the first side. We got the first side done. So all I'm going to do is just find the opposite side on the opposite end and thread this side in. All right, here are the finished piece. This is the one that we just created, and this is the one I was trying to create a match for. It's a lot better, I think, as opposed to this one, which actually, looks more like it's built for me. on my feet. I'm going to try to build a mate to this one, so that this rope doesn't go to waste, because this costs money. So at any rate, I think making Waraji is a good skill to know, and people who who don't have the resources to make had to buy shoes or sandals, if they're homeless or something like that, I think this would be a really neat skill for them to know how to do, because in most places there's an abundance of grasses and leaves and stuff like that that can be woven to make something to protect your feet, and I think the less fortunate could benefit from knowing these skills. So at any rate, I think I'm gonna try and work on some other make a pair for my daughter, and just try to keep getting better at it, a little bit more consistent with it. But just for quick and dirty, there you go. This is functional and they work.